check it out.
Hey guys.
Hey, what's going on YouTube? We're outside of a client's house about to do a home inspection. I'm here with Mike Chamberlain with MC Squared Home Inspections. And do you have anything to say, Mike?
Hi. And well, one can't underestimate the importance of the home inspection, even on brand new homes. I think buyers would do themselves a great disservice if they passed on the home inspection or waived their contingency in order to make it more attractive to the sellers. A lot of people do that nowadays,
right.
But not a smart idea.
Not the wisest thing, I think, it myself. So
No.
we're gonna go and do the home inspection and see what we find, and you guys get to watch. So see ya.
Cool. You got 150 amp. It looks like here. Again, no circuits are labeled on the panel. Not a huge deal, but it is considered a safety issue in the inspection world. Because if you had to turn something off, you kind of need to know
Which one it is?
once you turn it off, right? You got a 50 amp breaker there. I don't know what's that's for. I didn't see a hot tub back there. Was there a hot tub? I don't see that. So that doesn't make any sense. You shouldn't have anything on a 50.
Maybe the original owners or something had one. Or...
Could have been.
Is there a hookup out there?
We can go back and look. I didn't see one. But then again, I wasn't necessarily looking for it.
Right. Oh, that's always awesome.
Yeah.
A waspa.
Oh, I've seen worse.
Better than I thought it was a tarantula.
Alright, so the first thing I'll do is take a couple pictures here and get a little deeper in. Okay, you gotta work for me, thank you.
So, Mike, looks like you're installing a radon detection device.
Yep, this is a CRM, which is a continuous radon monitor, and it sits in the home for 48 hours. And basically what it does is it collects the air coming through. There's two metal pieces here that it goes through, and it relies just on regular air current. And it collects the data. I'll come back here in 2 days and pick this up. I'll download it on some software that I have on my PC, and it will give us an hour-by-hour readout of the radon levels, and then it automatically averages it out to the EPA protocol.
Nice. And for people that aren't aware, so radon gas is essentially it's a radioactive gas, right?
Yeah, it's caused from the breakdown of uranium in the soil, and when the uranium breaks down, it turns into a gas, and it starts coming up through the soil, through all the cracks and the crevices. And depending on what your house is sitting on, it could come up and easily get into the basement. And why it's such an issue is because radon hangs lower than air, so it tends to settle in your basement and collect. And if it collects too much, you know, it can cause an issue, obviously. So
now you know.
yeah, there you go. Good right here too.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
that's could be the issue.
It could. It's not. Yeah, it's not folding up right. So, okay. Will effectively cool 2,500 square feet, so you're at 2,130.
Right,
So that's
pretty good.
you're at least sized properly. The Goodmans are actually good units. They're the generic of Carrier.
Yeah, so I don't know anything about Goodman.
Yeah, they're basically a knockoff of Carrier. A lot of the interior parts are Carrier, and then like the outer casing is made in like, I don't know, India or something.
Right.
But so it's a cheaper unit, but they are good. They won't last as long as like a Carrier. Like normally you get about 18 years out of it.
Right.
The Goodmans you're looking at about 15, so it's not horribly bad.
No.
So that's
So
a good
you got
thing.
at least another 10 years, hopefully.
Yeah, and it's considered builder's grade. That's what they use. That's what new builders use.
Uh-huh.
So you're okay there.
Uh-huh.
The other ones don't. The other ones, there has to be like an 1/8 of an inch gap in between the two sides. But this particular siding, there's two kinds. You have the one with the blanks in there, so that's really good, I think, because it keeps water away from the back side of it.
Right. Help keep some moisture out with that.
I mean, even if there's Tyvek like it's supposed to be, you know.
Thermostats, you usually look for on those just to make sure they're functioning.
Well, yeah, make sure they're functioning, and I do kind of note like how old it is, and in some cases where it's located. Because if, for instance, this is located next to an exterior door, it's going to confuse the HVAC system.
Right.
So being in a hallway, that's kind of where you want it. It's more, especially near the master bedroom, and there's no source of exterior air here, so
Sure.
should be a good idea of what the temperature in the house is. But yeah, is it working? Does the system respond the way it's supposed to? I can hear something down there, so we'll I was like turn it on before I go down and check the furnace. You know, and if it always looks like that, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
If you get some water in there, because these tiles, these drain tiles, are going to be tied into a drainage system around the home,
French drain.
like a French drain type of thing. So it's going to come in here should it get too wet outside.
Right.
But you know, it doesn't look like it's been doing anything anytime lately.
It's good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, 'cause
positive.
that would take a long time to dry.
Yeah, it would. And then it would cause excess humidity in your basement too.
I wonder what that hump is.
People like, can you pull it? No, I wish I could.
Leave up here. What's it for?
So it's just loose all around the base.
Yeah, so you can do that. Yeah, your toilet should not move at all. So to an inspector, I don't know why it's like that. Is the flange broken? Can you not? Are the threads stripped? I mean, I just don't know. So I always recommend, you know, reset with new wax ring, license
How does
plumber.
that look up there?
This looks pretty good. Good insulation. Structure is good. It's truss. They have lateral bracing the way they're supposed to, so that's good. And no moisture stain. You see there. See how it's, and then it's shutting back off. So it's not giving it enough to fire the burners.
It's a good catch. Once it's on, it stays on.
Right. It's getting it started. See, and that's why I do what I do is as far as turn it on first, then come down here, let it run for a few, and then turn it off from the disconnect. And that's where you normally will find those issues like that. You know, then you know you look at it and then you turn it back on. Okay, now see it's not wanting to restart. And a lot of times it won't do that unless you do the switch. You know, so that kind of tells you right there. Which is not unusual for, I mean, it's a Lennox, again, it's 19 years old. Oh, and it's just saying, I ain't gonna do it. So we'll give it some time. I'll look at some other things here while we wait for this to fire up.